I found out on a Tuesday. Not through shouting. Not through a confession. Not even through a mistake. Through a tagged photo. White sand. Blue water. A private infinity pool overlooking the ocean. And my wife, Alyssa, wearing the red dress I bought her for our anniversary. Her caption read, "Finally taking time for myself." But the reflection in her sunglasses told a different story. A man's silhouette. Close. Intimate. Familiar. His name was Ryan. Her, just a friend from work. I didn't call her. I didn't text. I didn't comment. I zoomed in. There's something surreal about discovering betrayal while sitting at your own kitchen table. The coffee still warm. The house quiet. The life you built humming normally around you. And yet everything already gone. I scrolled further. Another photo, her hand on his chest. Another, 2 wine glasses. Another, his arm around her waist. Romantic getaway. 5 days. All-inclusive resort. Paid in full. From our joint account. That part made me laugh. Not hysterically. Just once. Sharp and short. Because suddenly I understood something clearly. She thought I would explode. She thought I'd beg. She thought I'd scream, threaten, maybe even forgive. She didn't know me at all. When she came home Sunday night, she looked sun-kissed and relaxed. Happy. She wheeled her suitcase in like she'd returned from a business conference. "How was your week?" she asked casually. "Productive," I said. She smiled. "Mine too." We held eye contact. She didn't know that I knew. Not yet. That night, she fell asleep quickly. I lay awake, listening to her breathe. 7 years of marriage. 2 mortgages paid off. Shared holidays. Shared losses. Shared dreams. And she traded it for a beachside affair. I didn't feel rage. I felt clarity. Revenge, when done right, isn't loud. It's precise. The next morning, I started quietly. First, I met with a lawyer. I didn't tell her. I didn't threaten her. I just gathered information. Turns out, when someone cheats and uses marital funds for an affair, judges don't look kindly on it. Interesting. Then I met with our financial advisor. I moved assets legally. Protected investments. Separated accounts. Canceled joint credit cards, temporarily, I told the bank. Documentation matters. Evidence matters. Screenshots matter. I collected everything. Her flight itinerary. The hotel receipt. The photos. Dates. Times. I didn't rush. Revenge is patient. On Thursday evening, she came home glowing again. "I was thinking," she said, "maybe we should plan a trip together soon." I almost admired the confidence. "Actually," I replied calmly, "I've planned something." Her eyes lit up. "Really?" "Yes." She leaned forward. "Where?" "Closure." Her smile faltered. I slid an envelope across the table. Inside were printed photos. Resort. Wine glasses. His hand on her thigh. And a highlighted bank statement. Her face drained of color. "I can explain." "I'm sure you can," I said evenly. "But I'm not interested." Her voice cracked. "It wasn't serious." "Of course it wasn't," I said. "Serious things don't need secret plane tickets." Tears formed quickly. She was good at that. "You're overreacting." That word. Overreacting. To betrayal. To humiliation. To theft. I leaned back in my chair. "I met with a lawyer." Silence. "I've filed." Her breathing changed. "You wouldn't." I already did. She stared at me like she was seeing a stranger. You're throwing away 7 years? No, I said quietly. You did that on the beach. That landed hard. She began crying openly now. It didn't mean anything. I just felt invisible. I nodded. So you made me invisible instead. She reached for my hand. I didn't pull away this time. But I didn't hold back either. I'm not screaming, I said calmly. I'm not insulting you. I'm not begging you to stay. Her tears slowed. Why are you so calm? She whispered. Because anger would give you importance. Because pain would give you power. Because if I broke down, you'd feel chosen. Instead, I felt finished. I loved you, I said honestly. But I won't compete with someone who disrespects me. Her voice trembled. What about us? There is no us, I replied. And here's the part she didn't expect. I stood up. I'm not asking you to leave, I said. I already signed a lease. Her head snapped up. You're moving out? I already did. My things are gone from the important rooms. The rest can be shipped. She hadn't even noticed. That hurt her more than anything. You planned this, she said softly. Yes. You didn't fight for me. I looked at her for a long moment. You left before I had the chance. But my revenge wasn't the divorce. It wasn't the financial protection. It wasn't even the emotional distance. It was what happened next. 2 weeks later, the divorce papers were served publicly. At her office. Not cruelly. Professionally. Ryan found out that day too. Turns out, he didn't know she was fully married. She'd told him we were separated. Funny how liars lie in layers. He left her. Immediately. Suddenly, the romantic getaway looked less glamorous. Her coworkers whispered. HR got involved. Not because of morality. Because she'd used corporate travel points for a personal affair. That investigation ended her promotion. And here's the truth. I didn't have to destroy her. Her choices did. Months later, she asked to meet. Closure, she said. We met at a cafe. She looked smaller somehow. I made a mistake, she said. Yes, I agreed. I thought you'd fight harder. There it was. The real reason. She wanted drama. Passion. Possession. Proof she was worth chaos. Instead, I gave her composure. You mistook peace for weakness, I said gently. She cried again. I never thought you'd leave. I never thought you'd go. Silence. I miss you, she whispered. I smiled softly. I don't miss who I was with you. And that was the final goodbye. No slammed doors. No shouting. Just two people sitting across from each other, one realizing too late that loyalty isn't guaranteed. As I walked away, I didn't feel victorious. I felt free. Revenge isn't always destruction. Sometimes it's dignity. Sometimes it's silence. Sometimes it's walking away so completely that the person who betrayed you realizes they didn't lose your temper. They lost you.